All right, hello and welcome everybody back to the stream. My name is CFI. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Today we'll be taking this Edelweiss A340 from Zurich to a place I cannot pronounce, but we're going to be taking it there. Pinchnia. Let's quickly get Navigraph up and I'll try to pronounce it a little better. Sorry that I had to switch those streams around real quick. There's a new YouTube thing that said you can stream both vertical and horizontal, but it didn't work, so I had to do a different style. We are flying to Pristina, apparently. That's where we're going to be going today. So that noise you're hearing is the engine fan blades that are just kind of spinning in the wind here. Oh, nothing's spinning. They should be spinning. Oh, they're kind of going. Yeah, you can kind of see them going. I don't know if it'd be that fast of a spin, but anyways, like for of a sound at least. Anyways, we're back on 2024 update 4. Tried to go to the regular update 3 again. Still completely terrible. Update 4 is definitely the way to go. So we might get some flickering still, but the performance is just so much better in update 4 than it is on the beta there. So let's start getting ready here. We are on VATSIM as well. We do have an ATIS and we have Approach online, so we will be doing that. I want to say thank you, by the way, to the channel partners and members. There's another Edelweiss 340 going off. There's gonna be a lot of 340s today. But to the channel partners, I really appreciate all you guys joining in on the channel and providing hardware and doing all that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate all that. If you guys want to check out any of the partners, they'll be at the top right corner, but also in the description you could take a look at any of the links down there, and you'll be able to get discount codes and all that kind of stuff. So today we're using basically a full Winwing setup. I got Winwing rudder pedals, side stick, throttle, MCDU, but I don't think it works in 340 just yet. FCU and EFIS, and I also don't think that works just yet, but someone said there's a MobiFlight profile for the 350 or 330, and that does work. So I'm going to try the 350 one because that's what I have, and we're just going to see if it works, and hopefully the FCU comes online. We'll say hi to you guys in chat. I appreciate you guys all being here. Todd, welcome. Thanks for joining us this morning. Classic Jet Sim Pilot, so clicky, no matchy the spinny. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm joining you up for the flight. Oh, perfect, Todd. We'll see you here. And awesome. That sounds great. Appreciate you guys joining in. Oh, I just noticed I didn't get the sub counter up for you. You can go ahead and do that real quick. And I just also noticed my overlay turned off. There you go. Now you guys can see the overlay there. And again, we're flying from Zurich to Pristina, I believe it's pronounced. I'm just going to get this subscriber count in there for you. There we go. Now you guys can see the sub count. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming along. We are streaming both vertical and horizontal. If you guys want to watch on either format, feel free to and click the like button, subscribe, and all that great stuff. And we're going to start getting ready. So this airplane is in a cold and dark state right now, as you guys can clearly see. Everything is off, so we'll turn battery 1 and 2 on. And we can go and turn on external alpha and bravo. Everything is nicely coming up and powering up on alive. We can go ahead and turn our IRS switches. We'll go to nav. Whoa, a bit quick there. And we'll go nav, wait for the on bat. And nav. Awesome. And then coming down the rest of this, we got the cruise supply we can turn on there as well. Everything up here is looking fine. The AP battery can be turned on as well. That's all looking fine. Nav 1 is already on. Everything else is off. I don't think the PU Air Korea light panel works just yet, unfortunately. And I don't think... Oh, this works. Okay. It doesn't display, but I can actually use my FCU, so that's good. We'll be using that. Awesome. It doesn't display in the FCU, but it does it does in fact work. So that's cool. So if you want to use your FCU and EFISs, get the A350 or the A330 profile, and it does a pretty good job. Not everything works, like flight director doesn't work and that kind of stuff, but for the most part it kind of works. WXWatch, welcome. Morning. Enjoying the 340. I'm liking it so far. I love the way it flies. It hand flies really well. It's one of the easiest airplanes to land, I think, in my opinion. Go to the EFB here. Yeah, we're still getting that flickering. I think someone said there's a 2024 problem. That's like super annoying if that's a 24 problem. I have motion smoothing turned off as well, so I don't know what would be causing that. But anyways, we're gonna go to my flight. Oh, it's flickering more after I did that. Let's turn that off. Oh, maybe it was the max frame. All right, we'll leave it like this for the time being. Import from SimBrief. All right, so that's all been done. We can go over here and then we can press payload and fueling. We can, oh, it's still flickering. Import all. If it's still gonna flicker, then in that case, I'll max it again to 40, because that is a nice trick that I found out. That works very well. Awesome. Instant load. Yeah, I don't know why these flickers happen, man. It's super annoying. It's super annoying. I don't know what would be causing that. Anyways, that's all done. GSX SimBrief status, SimBrief username missing, integration not active. I swear I put it in there. This is not save. SimBrief is right there. Oh, GSX needs it. Duh. Just reinstall GSX. Is it even gonna start? Well, I'll load that on the side if it loads. Payload fueling is done. Ground equipment, we still have our GPU and the chocks are there. You guys see the flickering on your screen as well? You guys let me know. You guys also let me know if you know of this and or how to fix it, if you had this issue before, because it's pretty annoying, to be honest. It's just takes me completely out. It seems like it only happens at airports. In the air, it doesn't actually happen. Yeah, the GSX menu is not even loading, so whatever. I guess we're going to be pushing back ourselves again. But GSX is such a terrible program. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish up with our FMS stuff here. We'll press init after I've cleared every single warning possible this airplane has to display, and we'll press init request. I see it occasionally. I started getting it on the latest SU-4 build, but only at airports. Okay, so it's the same as me. So I just want to know that it's not me doing anything or my computer, you know, starting to go or something like that. So that's good. All right, we're going to put in our 0 fuel weight and our 0 fuel weight center of gravity. So we'll come to the iPad and we'll go to the payload and fueling. There's our 0 fuel weight center of gravity, and then that's our 0 fuel weight right now. It's in kgs. And it's 155.2 2701. 155.2 / 27.01 can go in there. The fuel, the block fuel is 17.3. That matches the flight plan. 17.3 can go in there. Awesome. You're still using 2020? That's probably a smart move. Home to try it though? Not home to try it? Okay, cool, no worries. Have you had issues with screen freezing mid-flight? I've had that after... I've had many complete PC freezes with Update 4. The problem I'm having is Update 4 runs so well, but freezes. And Update 3 runs like complete trash, but probably doesn't freeze. But it runs like complete trash. I had something like that in VR with FSR, with TA, it went away, but haven't seen it enough to know. Okay, yeah, well, we'll keep trying it here. We're gonna go out of Zurich, obviously, departure, and today the departure is planned on the Degrees 3 Whiskey. Let me just make sure that what departure runway 28. Let's get the ATIS to make sure that matches that. Departure runway is 28. Perfect, that works for me. 28. And we're doing the Degrees 3 Whiskey with no transition. We'll insert that. And then over there in Pristina, which I've never been to in the sim, I've never even heard of until I looked up this flight. Their METAR there is 330 at 16, so we'll probably take runway 35, I'd imagine. You guys want to try an RNAV? Let's try an RNAV. I've never done that in the A340. Probably it's just as Airbusy as ever, but you know, we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. And over there we're doing the man, these SIDS and stars in Europe. ARB1. This one. The SIDS and stars in Europe are not fun. I'm going to quickly pull up that approach chart to see if there's any VIAs we should be using. Well, they got an RMP. I don't know if we had that. I don't think this airplane can do an RMP. All we get is RNAV 35. Let's see if there's any approach VIAs in here. PR 710, PR 720. All right, well, for right now, we're going to click no VIA. We'll leave it as is, and we'll fix it up. So we'll fix that up on later. Alrighty, we'll press init, wind uplink. Let's go ahead and request the wind uplink. Appreciate you guys stopping by. You guys are going crazy today. Ron, welcome. Here I am waiting on the other site. Oh, sorry, my friend. Yeah, sorry, Ron. Let me delete that. Yeah, we had to redo it because YouTube has this new thing where I could have done a horizontal stream and a vertical stream, but it just didn't work. Like, so I'll probably have to mess with it a little bit, but it didn't work for me. Let me go ahead and delete that other stream. There we go. Now we're just doing our normal stuff. You should be able to only see this one next time on the channel. There we go. Sweet. I appreciate all you guys jumping in both on the vertical and the horizontal stream. Thank you for that. Did you click to throttle axis in the EFB menu to get your thrust levers to working with all four? No, what I did was I just mapped throttle axis in the flight sim. I think I did say 2 actually. Let's go over here, no, go away here. 2, input axis 2. But I mapped, I mapped it as throttle axis in the sim, so it does all of them anyways. Anyways, that's been done. Let's go to the perf page. Let's leave it there, and we're gonna go to the takeoff performance. We're gonna sync the weather, sync the FMGS. Air conditioning on, flaps optimum, anti-ice is off, force toggle is off. We'll calculate all that great stuff. Takes a long time to calculate that. And then we can just send it to the FMS, or you can type all this information manually. It'd be nice if we can move this iPad down like over here, so then I can type in as I go, but we're just gonna press send FMS. And that way it's good. Takeoff confirm, or confirm the data, we will do that, and that's all been entered. We'll go secondary flight plan, copy active. Alrighty, and then we got that. Let's check our fuel page really quickly here. Whoop. Fuel. Oh, we do have some. Oh, there's nothing in the center, all in the wings. So my buddy flies the 319-20 and 21. Says that in the 19 and 20, the fuel tanks are on or off, and then the 21, it's auto. I'm not sure how these fuel pumps work, because in the 20 and 19, he says if you don't have any center tank fuel, you should leave it off, and like this. In the 19 and 20. In the 21, because it's auto, you turn them all on. So I don't know which if it's automatic or not. I'm gonna assume they're all. I guess automatic. I'm not sure what this would be. It's a little old. It's pretty old airplane, so we'll fly with it all selected in, and someone can tell me later if that's incorrect or not, but we'll select all that on. Let's go do master switch for the EPU. Thanks again for helping me with the issues I had in Discord. No worries, my friend. Hope it went well. Going to try the dedicated 1Y departure. Cool. The stars are even more fun when they have built-in clearance limits. Yeah, and I'll press the start button. Let's go ahead and go the belts on for sure. The seatbelt sign will actually, yeah, we're not fueling anymore. We can turn those on. We'll wait on the beacon, and let's go ahead and get a clearance. This beautiful A340. I actually don't know if I like the Edelweiss livery. Don't hate me. It just doesn't look the greatest. Let's go back to 3 times because my performance is starting to go for some reason. There we go. Yeah, something's glitching today. There we go. Nihilus, I don't know if that's how you're saying the name, but welcome. Yeah, just do all the right lights off. Yeah, Nihilus, again, if you know if it's auto or if it's a on or off pump, if it's an on or off pump, you wouldn't turn all the lights to off. You wouldn't click them all in. Like the 19 and 20, if you have no center tank fuel, my buddy says you keep those center tanks off and you keep the transfer to manual as well in real world. I'm on my way. Awesome, Evan. No ATC? I thought we had people here. Did it get offline? Oh, every time I stream and I get online, there's ATC, and then I'm ready to push or like getting close, and then they just disappear every time. All right, I'll press B for altimeters. Let's do constraints on both left and right hand side. This SID goes up to probably like 7,000 or so. Let me take a look at the SID very quickly. We'll brief this together in a second here. It goes up to 5,000 feet. 5,000 is set there. We'll turn our flight directors both on, which you have to manually do in the 340, which I don't know if is correct, but it's in the sim. We'll click and hold this. And we'll listen on COM 1. Listening and talking on COM 1 now. Predictive wind shear can go to auto. Transponder can go to on. Actually, we'll wait on the transponder. Holding up the beacon and the transponder. I'll give you guys a very quick little briefing here. By the way, guys, I am on reserve, so if I get called out, then I'll have to go to work. But pretty unlikely at this time of day now. Anyways, we're parked over here at the same gate as yesterday's stream, and we're going to just push back. Runway 28 is over there. So we'll push, face west, up here, right at Fox. Or we'll probably just stay inside the ramp, to be honest, and short Alpha 1 at 28. And we'll call it a day on that. And we're doing the Degrees 3 Whiskey. Max speed of 250 below 10,000. I don't know why that has to be there. That's like, standard stuff. Anyways, climb straight ahead. DME at 2.3 to key LO, then turn left, intercept key LO radial 252 at ZH-552. Or as instructed by ATC, then left turn. So basically just, it's a weird departure. Do this, and then back we come, and then you get vectored off. Pretty cool little departure. That'll be kind of neat to do. Anti-ice and continuous ignition will be not required. And the minimum visibility is more than fine for today as well. All right, with that, let's go to overhead panel. I'll turn the APU bleed on. Let's get, I think GSX is still broken. We might have to use better pushback. GSX is indeed broken, so let's go ahead and use better pushback or whatever. I forget what the tool's called, to be honest, but it's this thing. We'll press pre-plan. And we'll go like that. Enter. And we are going to request push, and we're going to release the parking brake when we're ready to go. All right, 5,000 set in there. Speed is managed. Heading is managed. The transponder can be selected to the on position. The beacon light can be turned on as well. Belts are already on still. And we are good to go. I'm just going to broadcast to the world what we're doing.
Safe traffic, Swiss 5 Kilo Tango is taxiing to
Bravo 35 is the gate.
8 via Echo and Alpha.
Is there traffic otherwise? 404 pushing Bravo 35 face west. All right. Parking brakes off.
All aircraft be advised, helicopter is taking off. 184.
All aircraft be advised. All right, I'll maybe have to tell it to go. Boom. There you go. Commence the pushback, sir. That's interesting about the pumps. I'm actually in 320 school right now, and they all go on for us. Aircraft options / SOPs different, perhaps. Yeah, maybe. Maybe just that simple. Yeah, he was saying that 19 and 20 have on / off pumps and not auto pumps for the airplane that what the heck is this push that he's flying. The 21, however, has the auto pumps. All right, let's just start our engines. I don't know what order they started in, so I'm just gonna do number 1.
Safety briefing. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle to tighten.
This is a funny. All right. Anyways, apparently on these engines, you can don't worry about the pushback. Apparently on these engines, after 10%, you can start the next one. So we're gonna start number 2. I'm just gonna cancel my push like that, and we are just going to turn because that'll be better. Oi.
Your life vest is under or beside your seat. To use it, fasten the straps.
Where's my? There it is.
Inflate by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. Only inflate.
I flew through 20, 30, 40, 30, and now the A340, we never turned and fuel pumps off except for abnormals. White lights off in the normal auto position. In 340, you have also standby pumps, which take automatically over if main pump fails. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know. He's flying it currently in 31920, so that's what he said to do. Might just be a company SOP thing. I'm not sure. Said something about preventing the auto pump. Okay, I do not want to listen to this guy giving a brief. Something about preventing the auto pumps from cycling into the center. Whoa, my performance is tanked. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this sim, guys, man. This sim is actual trash. Anything changed over here? Alright, we'll leave it like that. Truck driver having a fun day? Yeah, don't worry about that. Alright, and we'll start number 4. Every view but the one I wanted. Yeah, the engine sounds could be a little nicer. Yeah, it's probably what it is, Nihilus. Alright guys, well, we had our first PC crash of the day. Someone said they're experiencing that kind of stuff in the beta as well. I don't think the beta likes on stream when I change settings too many times. So we are just going to not do that anymore and leave as is. So I'll have to restart the sim because I have the entire sim downloaded into the PC. It will take a solid like 10 minutes to start up. I'm sorry for that, but that's unfortunately the cards we've been dealt. I may or may not uninstall the whole sim. I don't know if there's actually a benefit just yet to installing the whole thing, and it is quite annoying to have to do this every time, but yeah. All right, starting the sim. It says my fault. I showed up to say hi. It is your fault. Not joking. Well, crap. Yeah, exactly. Setting change messed you up. It might have. Yesterday we didn't do any setting changes and it crashed as well at the replay, Aussie. So the beta has been very unstable for me. The problem I have is the beta runs so well performance-wise, but crashes, and the update 3 runs terribly at like low settings, but doesn't crash. So I don't really have an answer to this right now. Not just blame me. It's coincidental and easier. Exactly. It's so weird that some people have very few issues with 24 and others just constant problems. Yeah, and I'm on the beta version again, so I've heard a lot of people having problems with the newest beta update. I haven't had these problems, you know. So the crashing just started like 3 days ago. Watch a YouTube video of a guy who tested streaming versus installing. He got better performance when streaming the sim as opposed to having it installed. Okay, so maybe I'll uninstall everything. I wonder how long that takes. I might just do that on stream with you guys. We can try that out. You know what? The crashing did start when I installed everything. So what I can do is just uninstall everything and give it a try. Sorry about that, guys, for the show being delayed once again. But we will get back up and going, and I probably have time for the return flight today as well, guys. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm just going to start the time of the stream to 12 noon. I'll fly the sim at 10, crash it about 4 times to desktop, and then the stream should start with with it out of its system. You guys go check out last night's stream though from Zurich to Barcelona. That went pretty well actually until it PC froze at the last replay there. But at least we got the flight done. But I've done a benchmark on the 5080. I've done a benchmark on the i7, and it's all been fine. But and the hardware performed properly. I've done a RAM check as well with the command prompt. So it's not the hardware. AJ says, I had a crash as well randomly after like a week in the beta. I narrowed it down to reshade causing the crashes. Okay, interesting. I'm not really running reshade, but that's a definitely interesting one to have it cause that. Yeah, I mean, I have 3,000. I have 3 gig FIBE, like 3 gig speed. Computer can only take 2,500 of it. But the internet's definitely not a problem. I just replaced my modem as well, so we should be good on that front. That is what we hope. Yeah, exactly, VSeth. It's kind of disappointing. And you can see how long the sim takes to load. Look how long we've been looking at this, and we're only at 14%. And that's because I've installed the entire sim. Dominic, welcome. Thanks for stopping by, Dominic. We've had our first PC crash of the day. Well, no homecoming for me this weekend. Father-in-law had a serious medical emergency, so I'm expecting my many Thanksgiving streams. He should be okay with the important. That is the important thing. Hopefully, you can get some turkey in there somewhere. If you guys like Flight Simulator home screen, you can go ahead and press the like button for me, or the boot up screen, I should say. Be much appreciated. Download done. Check your notification panel. In Flight Sim, you have to entertain yourself. I've also had random sceneries causing weird issues like infinite loading even when I'm not flying in the area, which is very weird. Yeah, the problem is 24 shouldn't have existed. And it's just a giant update that screwed everything up, and developers are having to rush to try to get it all to work, and it's just going to be a gong show for about 2 to 3 years probably. Yeah, Dom, I've had a crash to full PC crash every day Every single day I've had a PC crash, and every stream. Except yesterday's 320 stream. I did not have a PC crash. The performance was trash, but the PC did not die out. All right, we're gonna press start. Let's go to Marketplace. Let's uninstall this garbage. It should have been Microsoft 2026 at least. Yeah, 2020 was running quite well. Did you do DSIM because you had, or just trying it that way? Did you do DI the sim? What's DI? All right, let's press select all, and I want to keep. There's some things I want to keep selected installed. I want to keep the A340 installed. I don't want to stream the 340. Let's get rid of you. This garbage can all be taken. I'll keep the citation. Actually, I'll keep the citation X. That's what I want. We'll keep the Comanche. We'll keep the RJ. I'll keep these two sceneries. I use those quite a bit. Keep Charlotte. Everything else, uninstall. Oh, I thought it was going to be quicker than that. I thought it was going to be a lot faster than this. I thought it would kind of like race, like it'd go like big chunks, like 30, 60, 80. DL download? What's a DL download? Sorry, did you DL down? Did you download the sim? Sorry. Download the sim because you had to, or just trying it that way? I was just trying it because I was doing a stream into Lisbon on the 320, and what happened was I kept getting these internet things pop up, but I think that was before I changed my modem. So I went like, let me just install the whole sim, and then the internet hopefully won't be a problem. But now what happened was the modem was just literally defective and kept disconnecting from the internet. So now we have a brand new modem, and it's all working nicely. Sorry for the very entertaining show, guys, today. Hopefully you're not having a hard time falling asleep here. Maybe because I left Zurich, those controllers will come back, and I'll trick them into being online. Yeah, this sim has been a nightmare for me. I think one day I'm going to have to uninstall it again and like do like a very clean installation of it, leave it streamed, and not install anything to the PC. I think we're gonna have to do that. Because so far this has probably been the worst simulator experience I've had kind of ever. I've been simming for 16 years. FSX Steam, FSX, P3D, X-Plane 10, 11, DCS. DCS is a nightmare in itself, but the problem with those sims are they're very old, but if you find the right settings, it works. With this sim, you can't find the right setting because it's so broken and buggy that you can do lowest setting everything and it's still going to be a problem, at least for me. Yeah, very popular. I don't know why you're having these issues. I have never had a crash in 24 except for that one time, but that time I had an issue with the community folder, was trying to move my folder to a different folder. Dude, I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I just came from a freshly reformatted PC, I will admit the crashing started around the time I installed the sim. So I'm going to uninstall everything except for a couple airplanes and that kind of stuff. And we're going to give this a try. If it would like to uninstall, it's not even like liking it right now. It's taking its sweet time. But yeah, like I have absolutely no idea why this sim runs so badly for me. Especially update 3. Update 3 is a nightmare, and I have other people that like CSD Gaming has switched to update 4, and his runs so much better in update 4 as well. But he doesn't have crashes. I actually have like full PC freezing. I'm gonna check out Event Viewer real quick while this is taking its sweet time to uninstall. No, I think we're... Are we still here? I think we're still here. Right? I think so. Probably not a bad idea to restart the sim after uninstalling everything. Yeah. I think it froze. All of the dots are still going. But the, this has not moved at all. I'm redoing my sim tonight. I don't mind it except for installing all aircraft scenery programs, etc. It takes forever. Yeah, I use what's it called? Add-on linker. That one's really good for this. I don't think this is moving, and I'm very tempted to just like hard close this with Task Manager right now. But guess I'll let it do it a little bit longer. I might consider turning the stream off and just turning it on when it's ready, but sorry the sim is giving you problems. For me, this has been the smoothest and most reliable sim in 25. Yep, I know for everybody it is, just not me and Mickey Mike. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find a solution. It's been about 3 weeks. I think there's either something wrong in the PC, but I can run other games just fine, or there's something corrupt in these Microsoft files for me somewhere. +1 for add-on linker, best freeware. Yeah, dude, add-on linker is amazing. All right, I'm gonna hard close that because that stopped. Let's turn it back on. I love playing Flight Simulator. What a great, enjoyable experience they've created. Are there any cache directories you can clean out before starting? I know with 2020 Scenery Index directory can be deleted if there's issues. I do it before we start. I don't know. If there is, please let me know. Yeah, Ian, for me, I kind of wish I stayed in 2020. I don't have it installed anymore, and I kind of just don't want to go through the painful process of doing it. Plus, the 340 is not either. But 24 is the superior sim when it works. For me, at least. Yeah, I cleared the NVIDIA cache before I started the stream. I usually do it every week or so. And now this is going to take forever. All right, guys, I'm going to shut this stream down. Have you tried to? Yeah. I'm going to shut the stream down. And because this is not an enjoyable stream for you guys, unless you want to just watch, I'll delete it later if you guys want to watch, but I'll probably just get the sim running and then take it from there once the sim is up and running. If you'd want to stay here with me, feel free. I can keep it going, but the stream will be deleted because this is probably the worst stream possible. Same time, I can't sit there and try to get 24 working. Otherwise, I'd be flying YZ buried only. Yeah. I'm just working, so I'll hang up. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I mean, I can keep it running. I'll probably delete it, or maybe once the sim is working, I'll probably shut the stream down, delete this, and then restart the exact same stream, and just so when someone goes to watch it back, they don't see a loading screen for 28 minutes. We're only at 13%. Oh my god. That is the good thing about streaming this too, is the ability to just load it up immediately. Yeah, I thought installing it would be a good option, but I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore. What's going on? CST, man, we're having shit sim problems. I had another PC crash today. That's like 7 in a row, like 7 days in a row of sim crashing. So I'm going to, we're just gonna load this up. It's taking its sweet time because I have it all installed. We're going to uninstall everything in terms of the loaded files, and we're just gonna try that. I'm actually at a loss for how to fix it. Update 3 runs like complete trash, but I don't know if it crashes or not. Update 4 runs amazingly but crashes, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Did you clear the rolling cache? That was the only problem I had once in 24. I can try that. Let me uninstall everything and I'll delete the rolling cache file. Yeah, I don't know, Mello. It's definitely weird. A 24 stream from the internet, or can you install locally? So I have it installed locally, but that I've noticed this problem happening after I did install it so locally. So I'm going to uninstall everything, and just go back to streaming it through the internet. By the way, guys, if you guys want to watch a stream that doesn't crash, go check out CST Gaming. When his computer runs, it runs. And on this stream, you're going to watch loading screens and black screens. That's about it. Brother, rough few days. Father-in-law took seriously. Sorry, I can't read this. Rough few days. Father-in-law took seriously. Also, I'm at home while with the missus. Take care of stuff. Hope you're well. Well, hope your family's doing well as well. And obviously, that's a bigger problem that I'm having. I'm having like the most first world problems in the world right now. But yeah. I've had 0 issues with 4 beta. I'm actually loving it. Yeah, man, the 4 beta runs amazing. I just have so many crashes with it. All right, let's try this again. Select all. I want that. Let's see what else I want. Want that one. All right, uninstall. All right, guys, I think we're just gonna have to let this go. So I'll just leave it on this. And if you guys want to chat still, we can chat. What broke this time? Who knows? Who knows, man? This is just my life at this point. But I'm on reserve, so if they call me, I go to work. If they don't, I fix this. It's kind of how it goes. I got a 24 or 48 hour fermented pizza dough I'm making in the fridge right now. It's just it's in its first stage. With I made a poolish last night, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. Seems like it's going quicker, so I'm just gonna let this run. And I'm gonna play Mob Control on my phone. Oh good, if you get called in and they sub an RJ into Cleveland, I have a shopping list also. What hydration dough? I don't know, I'm following this guy online. It's I forget his name. Let's see here. It's a Napoli style, but let me quickly check. Vito Lacopelli, I think his name is, and he makes a 2-day Napoli style dough, and so mine's gonna be starting with that. And you can make a poolish. It's 300 grams of flour, which is about 350 milliliters or so, 300 milliliters of water, 5 grams of dry yeast, and you think he said 6 of fresh, and if you have fresh, and then a little bit of honey, about 5 grams of honey. Mix it up, put it in the fridge. It's going to be kind of watery and gooey, and you keep that in the fridge for at least 16 hours. Then you're going to take it out of the fridge, and then later tonight you're going to add a lot more flour, more water, salt, and oil, and then I'll put it in my little mixer and kind of get the dough ready to go for tomorrow. Problem with the beta is it takes only one add-on to cause issues. Yeah, man, it could be an add-on. I don't think it is, just because the airports I'm running, people run for the most part, but it could be. Yep, I got cold fermented 70% hydration dough based off his poulos as well. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. Yo, Matt, what did you think of the start of my video from yesterday with the stream last time? Or you talking about your throttle video? Like the intro with the little lazy Susan? I actually hadn't seen it, but I just watched it right now. You just throw all the Thrustmaster crap off to the side. I mean, that's probably the best way to start that, because Thrustmaster is, in my opinion, is trash. I think your opinion as well. All right, we're back. It's stuck at 45%. Wife started adding honey to sourdough. Sourdough mix, so good. Yeah, sourdough is good too. If you do a sourdough pizza, you're living good. Yeah, guys, go check out CST Gaming's reviews and streams. Especially, he just put up a new throttle video on the Winwing Ursa minor thrust levers, and it comes with the he has the flaps and spoilers as well. So go check out that review. And to anybody who owns a Thrustmaster version of the Airbus, you might want to go check it out, just to see the comparisons. But no, the intro is solid. The intro is definitely solid. I've gone back to SU-3 due to SU-4 freezing / crashing randomly. So far, seems okay. Okay, so you have the same problem as I'm having then. I'm not alone. What video card do you have, Steve? If it's a 5080, that'd be interesting. I actually can't believe I have 26 people watching this garbage right now. I appreciate you guys being here. This stream will get deleted, but if you guys want to hang out, I'll keep it going. I don't mind. I'll even go chat with CST if he wants to chat on stream. But yeah, I got stuck at 45 again. So something either that's trying to delete the base content, which is like a big file or something, and it's just gonna do a giant chunk after a while, or it's like corrupted and frozen, and I'm just gonna have to delete the files somehow manually after. Come on, VC. You have like a private, oh, I can't get to that one. Yeah, if you got a private one, I could do that. Yo. There we go. You want your voice on Discord as well, or on the stream? Let me change it real quick. Yeah, that's a good little flight. I did, but I'm using quick CPU instead.
Also, there's another trick that I am doing right now, which has improved my performance. Not so much my frame rate. My frame rate is still hovering around 80 to 100, depending on where I'm going.
Yeah.
But as far as the smoothness of the sim, it runs better. And that is what I do is I set my, you know how a lot of people are like, oh, I'd rather fly TAA because my gauges are not blurry when I look at them and all that good stuff. So there's a way to run DLSS on quality and have the gauges not be so blurry as well. If you want to give that a shot, I can hook you up with that. So I'm running DLSS right now, and it's freaking butter, dude.
Nice. Yeah, but I have good performance. It just crashes.
It might be a mod or something, dude. At this point.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Have you tried running it? Renaming a community folder and running it that way and see what happens.
I haven't. I should, but there's nothing. I guess I can fly like a Cessna around for a bit.
Because I was having issues when I first updated to A4.
Yeah.
I was having issues with like it wouldn't load. The sim would not load at all.
I remember that. Yeah, yours was stuck at 68.
Right, and I don't know if it was like an initial load that takes a while or whatever, but what I ended up doing, after like 4 times of me trying and getting stuck at like 68%, I renamed my community folder. So I started with like an empty community folder, and the sim started right up. And then I spun into an airport real quick just to, get some stuff established, get the system running and everything.
Right.
And then I shut it down after that and put everything back to my original community folder. And I haven't had any issues since.
I'm probably gonna have to do that. I'm just completing this uninstallation. It's going really quick now at 90%. I can stream.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I can't stream. That might be too much, but yeah. So I'm at a loss. I'm probably gonna have to do that. I'll probably have to uninstall the entire game like completely and reinstall it and load it with a Cessna real quick somewhere, and then slowly start adding mods back in and all that. But
yeah,
it's quite a pain.
It is. I mean, it's no different, honestly. Right? A lot of people complain, 2024. It's not any different pains than what we were doing with 2020. We were always experimenting and trying to get 2020 to run smooth and all that good stuff. So it's pretty much the same thing, right? I would say that, you're going to run into same issues whether you fly 2020, 2024. It's just a matter of which one do you want to stick with and which one do you want to deal with,
Yeah. I think 2020, after about 2.5 years, got pretty stable. So we just needed to be 2 years later, and then 2026 and 2028 will come out.
Yeah. Once I get 2024 all settled and good to go, they're gonna drop a new one.
Steve says he's doing a transatlantic flight, so I've got time. Yeah, you have more time than I'm willing to spend. I don't know how people do long hauls.
Long hauls, bless your heart.
I can't do it. I've got 2 terabyte on my SSD. Getting ready to install 2024. I'll keep 2020. Yeah, keep 2020 installed as well. More flights will while testing 24. Yeah, it's worth a try. Most people it works fine. especially the Beta 4. The Beta 4 has been running great for me, and then all of a sudden that just started crashing. I think it started crashing when I installed everything as a base game, like to the local file or the drives. I'm hoping that's what it is. So I'm uninstalling everything again.
You might have corrupted some stuff. Maybe try to fix the files. Run a fix. Do you have the Steam or the store version?
I might do that too. I'm on the Xbox, but I'll probably uninstall everything. Go to run an integrity check. Delete the. Someone said to delete the scenery cache or the whatever that cache is called. I forget what it's called. Rolling cache. Try doing that too, and that way I have like as fresh as I can possibly get it.
What size is your rolling cache?
128.
Okay. Well, after you downloaded everything, you really didn't need rolling cache to be that big anyway. But if you're going back to streaming it, then I would say yes, keep it at 128 at least.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I've noticed that this sim benefits from that, from having a big ass rolling cache file.
Yeah. Just someone said, I think it was either you or Lotto or someone just said to double your RAM and chuck that as your rolling cache.
Well, what do you have?
64.
And you want to double it? What do you mean?
Like he said, double your RAM, and that's the number you use for rolling cache. So like I have 64 gigs, so I use 120.
Oh yeah.
Ian says, hey, no more 45%. Yeah, we're at 97 now. Browser crash, what's the trick to running DLSS and not having blurry gauges? Oh, Nerd wants to know the trick to the DLSS. Is it using NVIDIA sharpness on that, like that control panel thing? Or
No. You got to modify your what's it called? So you set the LSS and all the good stuff in the sim, then you shut down the sim, right? Because if your gauges are basically going to be blurry, and then you're going to go into your Microsoft folder.
Oh, it's a user CG.
Right? You're gonna find your user cfg.opt file, open it up with Notepad or Notepad++, and then you're gonna scroll down to the line that says secondary scaling. And you got to change that number. The number should be 1.0000000. You're gonna change that to 2.000, just 2 point.
Yeah, I tried that. That thing lagged the crap out of my computer out.
Dude, it's freaking butter right now, bro.
It might have been update. It might have been update 3. I tried it on. Maybe I should try it on 4.
It is absolute butter, and all my gauges are clear as day, dude.
Nice. Yeah,
as if I was running TAA. So, right. And like I said, there's a lot of benefit in running DLSS. The only reason why we haven't been running DLSS is because of the screens, right?
Yeah,
they get blurry.
All ghosting and blurry and all that garbage.
Right. Well, like I said, if you do that with the secondary scaling, that blurriness goes away. And while you might not see any improvement in frames,
it's just smooth.
You're probably still gonna be around the same frames. Everything else is just smooth. Like the picture is clear. All the stuff that renders in the distance, you can see it better. Like it renders more stuff as far as scenery is concerned. It's just DLSS is just better, man. Like I said, it's the only thing is the gauges. Everything becomes blurry if you don't change that that in the config file. So, like I said, I'm testing it right now. If I see that it's right now, it's all beneficial, right? It's working great. If I see that it starts bugging out, then I'll go back to TAA, change that secondary scaling back to 1, and be done with it.
Yeah, I'll probably try it again. That's because I watched Aviation Bros video, and that's how he said to do, and I tried doing it. And then as soon as I loaded my sim, it like even the loading of the animation of the video that plays was like lagging. Mm-hmm. My mouse was lagging all over the place. I don't know, maybe it's my monitor is like too big for it or something, or I don't know what's going on. But.
It does work better. So this particular trick works better if you are playing on something more than 1080, right? So if you're playing like 2K, 4K, then this is going to work for you a lot better.
Yeah,
but if you're doing 1080p, if you're doing 1080p, then it's probably not worth it, to be honest. You might as well stay TAA.
Virtual Flight Diaries. I don't know why you're becoming a member with this trash stream, but I appreciate you.
We should say trash stream.
It's just a loading screen. Thank you so much, and enjoy your little perks you get. I appreciate the support. By the way, guys, we're talking with CST Gaming as well, so go check out his channel.
Thanks, man.
On his new
Appreciate you.
review. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I like the Thrustmaster. I didn't get it at first because you like wiped it away. I'm like, did he just throw the Winwing on the floor? And then I saw the side. It's a Thrustmaster. I'm like, okay.
Shit.
Nerdthage is gonna
Yeah,
give
at this
it a
point,
try.
at this point in the game, man, like I said, Thrustmaster, I don't mind the Thrustmaster stuff, right? I keep telling, I keep poking at it. I keep poking jokes at it, obviously. A lot of people get upset. They get all triggered when I do that. But I don't have nothing against Thrustmaster. The only thing I dislike about Thrustmaster is their price. The price is the stuff they make is not worth
it.
the selling price, right? The only thing that I would really consider buying, and I still think it's very expensive. The only thing that I'll consider buying from Thrustmaster is the rudder pedals. That's it. That's the only thing that's halfway decent when it comes to Thrustmaster.
Over the Winwing pedals?
Well, no, I'm saying if I didn't have the
if you
Winwing
can
pedals,
tell them?
right?
Yeah.
Right. I would consider buying the pendular ship, but I prefer, obviously, that I prefer the Winwing. I do have the Thrustmaster ones. I have 2 sets of Thrustmaster pendular pedals that I'm going to be using on the cockpit temporarily. But I don't know if you've seen the video where I mod them and I put the shock absorber on there.
Yeah. You said it made it much better.
Oh, 100% better, dude. But the fact that you got to buy a $600 pair of rudder pedals, and then on top of that, you got to go and modify them to make it feel right, it just boggles my mind, dude. It's like insane, right?
It should be out the
I don't-
box, ready to go.
Yeah, it should be out the box like that. And on top of everything else, those pedals are $400 pedals at the most. They're not $600 pedals. Let's be honest.
Exactly. Agreed.
But yeah. And like I said, Thrustmaster, the Airbus pack that they sell, the throttles and all that good nonsense, it was okay in the interim, right? Now that we have new stuff coming out like Winwing, pretty much almost at the same price range. Like I said in my video, if there's anybody that's still telling you to go buy the Thrustmaster set, I don't know what to tell you, man.
They even have they either haven't tried the Winwing, they might not lived with it, or they're being paid for it. that's
that's
kind of
the only
3.
2 options, right?
Yeah.
Which, like I said, I don't hate. It is what it is. But yeah, if you have people telling you to buy the Thrustmaster set over the Winwing, they are obviously biased. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. But so we just deleted the rolling cache. We just did a verify integrity. I'm going to start the sim, and I'm just going to try it because we'll see if it crashes again.
What about your what you call it? Your other stuff, your DX cache and all that stuff. Have you deleted all that stuff?
That I deleted before the stream started. Yeah.
Okay.
So that should be fresh. Nerd says, I actually prefer my Thrustmaster Boeing yoke over the Alpha. Yeah, I agree with the Honeycomb Alpha part. The Honeycomb Alpha I don't like at all, in my opinion. But
100%. I agree as well.
I've heard it's very good build quality, though, and it lasts a long time, but I just don't like that the roll is so loosey-goosey and then the pitch is so heavy. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
The
Alpha yoke is not bad. I like to use it for GA aircraft.
Yeah. I still think
obviously...
Oh, go ahead, sir.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say before I got the force feedback Moza yoke, my pendular Thrustmaster yoke was my go-to, obviously. But once I got the force feedback Moza, I pretty much got rid of that one.
Yeah, I put it away. Now, if Thrustmaster can steal the show, if they can put keep the price, maybe an extra $50, and make that force feedback.
Oh yeah.
They'll steal it because even Winwing doesn't have that. They'll have a force feedback yoke, but it's massive, and it looks awesome. But most people can't put that anywhere.
I've always said that, dude. If they can make that yoke in around the same footprint, right, and put that force feedback in there, dude, that would really the aviation community would go bananas, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only other option you got is the Winwing one that's not even out yet. But that thing is just humongous. Dude.
Yeah, it's like a real yoke. It's like if you have a 737, you can replace it with that.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, there's no doubt in my mind it's going to be good, right? Especially having to witness all the latest stuff that's been released by Winwing. It just keeps getting better and better, right?
Yeah,
You can see as far as their their build quality keeps getting better and better as well.
So
You know, initially they're releasing the FCU and the EFIS and stuff. You see like the build quality of that, and now you see the build quality of the throttle itself, dude. That thing is literally solid, man. It's like built out of aluminum, cast aluminum bottoms, and the insides are all literally metal. Very little plastic in that whole throttle, man. It's awesome. I mean, I don't. You got it right. You have that throttle.
I have
don't
the
you?
throttle. I don't have the flaps and spoiler, but I have the throttle, and it's pretty freaking awesome.
Dude, it's freaking insane good.
And the other thing I think is good as well is, or the difference was if when I got the FCU and EFIS, and you compare it to the MCP, the 3.7, and the EFIS on those, just in that build quality, is like the knobs are so much nicer on the MCP, and everything just gets better and better as it goes.
Nerdful says he doesn't care for the Moza AB9, the side stick, dude.
The size
It's amazing,
I
dude.
heard it's pretty good. I'd probably get the AB6. That one sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish I had another one.
Yeah.
I will put the AB9s on my cockpit build. The only reason why I went with the Winwing is because I got two of those and I only have one AB9. And I really don't want to spend another $600 or however. I forget how much it is. I think it's $600 for the base.
Yeah, that's a little pricey. Todd said he's using the original Satex from 15 years old. Mine lasted like 10 years, and then I finally went with the Winwing.
I still have it.
Do you have them
I
still?
still have I still have the Cytec. I got the Cytec yoke. I got the whole Logitech rudder pedals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine are I think in the garbage now, but
I have the Cytec yoke and the Cytec throttles as well.
I have
The
not
little-
seen those
the little
Cytec
sticks.
throttles in the longest time.
The little plastic sticks, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, flight simulation has come such a long way, my dude. It's insane.
Yeah, those used to be the best in the market. All right, we're having the Jetway bridge, so I know how to fix that one at least. That just means I have 2 Zurichs installed. So let's quickly see how performance is. Sim crash again? Yeah, man. You know how it is. You know what channel you're on.
More right rudder. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Thrustmaster yoke, man. Thrustmaster yoke is actually really good if you ask me. It's just, again, in good old Thrustmaster fashion, it's way overpriced for what it is. A huge piece of plastic.
I think if they could charge a little less and make it a lot of a stiffer yoke, I like it a lot more. At least from the RJ land, that is just too loose. Even with the extra spring, you'd have to like get some Home Depot like heavy springs, but then the roll won't change. So then you have this offset like thing going on with that.
Nerdfo says he hasn't been able to dial it in. Dude, go over to V1 Simulation Discord and download his profile for the AB9, bro. For the Neo and for the CEO. That's gonna be all dialed in by a real world pilot right there. That's what I use. I use his profile for the AB9 flying Airbuses.
Ian's using Logic 3D Pro. That's like a nostalgia hit.
Logitech Extreme 3D Pro.
Yeah, it's like $50 or something like that. Yeah, it's an old one there.
I don't even know what that is. I gotta go Google it, dude.
Yeah, the more I watch MSFS 24 streamers, the more I want to switch back to 2020. Yeah, fair. I kind of wish I had mine still installed. Just
See, and that's the thing too. I always tell everybody, man, don't gauge 2024 on other people's experience, because experience will vary. And you'll see it right now. I'm flying here having the time of my life with 2024 day in and day out. And then you have Matt that's having all the issues in the world. So you can't really judge it on one particular person's experience, right?
Yeah, every PC is different.
Right. It could be the system. It could be a mod. It could be a corrupt file. It could be Windows itself. The Windows installation was corrupt. For me, that's what happened actually. There was like a Windows something that was corrupt in my Windows installation. And I had kept a BIOS look at my computer, and it couldn't even fix it. He said the only way we can fix this is reinstalling Windows. So I had to reinstall Windows, and all of a sudden everything was good. Like my sim was running perfectly. Everything is I went from a stuttery mess and same crashes every 5 minutes to no issues whatsoever. You know.
All right. It's going pretty good. I still have this little bit of a scenery bug going on, but I think with a sim restart,
Well, that's just
that
a
might go
loading.
away.
That's just a loading screen, though.
Oh no! Wait for the stream to catch up. It's just because the I had floating jetways, so I had to get rid of the default Zurich. But then I'm left with this like half apron glitchy thing going on where the nose is. You'll probably see it when it loads there. But for the most part, performance is pretty good. Everything is running quite well.
I agree, King Bub. Yeah, I can't force myself to go back to 2020 anymore. I'm the same way.
I don't want to go back to 2020. I just want this to work. That's where I'm at. Waiting for Winwing's pendular yokes. Straight column yokes just don't feel the same. Yeah, they don't, but it's close enough. I don't care. It's good enough for me for the Moza. But yeah, the Winwing yoke is going to be pretty freaking cool.
It is. But like I said, you're going to have to dedicate a lot of space for it.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you can put it on wheels and then like lock the wheels or something while you use it and then
From what I
roll it away.
understand, it mounts as a unit to your pedals. So I don't know how the hell you're going to do that, you know? Unless you're willing to like swap the whole thing out with the pedals every time. I don't know, dude. I figure that's going to be a yoke that you're going to put on your rig and it's going to stay there.
That's for a
Mm-hmm.
while.
You're not moving it. You know,
Yeah.
kind of like what I do. I do the same thing with my Moza yoke, right? It's right here. The only thing I do is I take off the handle, and it stays right here in front of me, even when I fly Airbus. You know.
Yeah, I do a swippity swappity because I don't have that much desk space. So I'm also getting this flickering in 24 beta as well. I don't know if you've ever experienced that.
What flickering?
You'll see it. I don't know if it'll happen now, but it'll happen. It happened at the beginning of the stream where I got these little pink. Yeah, I just saw it right there. These tiny little pink flickers going on, and I don't know what's causing that. Did you use DLSS swapper for the newest one, or you leave it default?
Yeah, I'm on the newest DLSS.
Yeah, I'm getting this pink flickering. I've heard other people getting this too, so I'm not alone in that one either. But
I haven't seen it yet.
I've been getting those.
I'll keep an eye on it. The 340 found word, yay or nay? Well, for me is yay, but you know, you talk to other people, it's a no. But other people, like for example, XP72 didn't say that the plane is bad. He said he just doesn't care for it because he's already got the X-plane 340, right? So if he wants to fly a 340, he can just go to X-plane.
I'm
so
loving
he doesn't
it.
want to spend the money.
Well, I've only used it once, but
I mean, yeah, same here. I'm not a big long haul type of guy, but I'm trying to find every excuse I can to do a 340 flight. You know, right now I'm doing this 2-hour flight. I'm not even streaming. You know, I rarely fly when I don't stream, and here I am flying the 340, not streaming because I just want to fly. I'm enjoying it.
yeah, I like it. I mean, I don't do. Like if I can do remote flights, I'll try to do it, but I don't care. So I'll just like this used to be a remote flight. Zurich to Pristina, but I think it's a 320 now.
Hey, VSIT makes a good point. The yoke that they're showcasing is a prototype, and it may change.
Yeah.
Which they've already done before. I don't know if you guys remember that. They've already changed their approach to that force feedback stick that they made. I don't know if you remember the first year that Winwing was relevant. That came out the very first time that Winwing showed up to a Flight Sim Expo. They had a force feedback stick that they were showcasing. That kind of looked like an AB9 base, if you know what I mean. And that stick actually never came into fruition. They never developed that stick. They actually just canceled that, and then they designed a new one, which was the one that they presented this year, which was that big, bulky, freaking thing that has like, I don't know how much Newton power, but like it will throw you around. You know what I'm saying? It's got so much force. But again, those sticks are like, you know, for the 1%ers, right? I'm not gonna get a stick like that to fly an Airbus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me neither. Dom, welcome. Mike had that flicker yesterday, but worse than yours. Yeah, Mike had it. Mike was having a big whole screen. That was motion smoothing he had on. That one was doing that. But I think he
Mike
fixed
is
that.
the king of freaking issues, dude. Swear to God.
I'm having a Mickey Mike PC. Like, this is what's going on.
I used to call it, when I used to have issues, I used to call it the Mickey Mike syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going through it right now. Yeah, but you also fly every day. You're at work, so you get the benefit of muscle memory. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And there's a 340 on top of me. Oh, there's 340s everywhere here. All Zurich is just 340s right now. How do you do that thing where you delete an airplane from seeing it or
that
whatever?
aircraft. That aircraft, and then you'll get a pop-up that comes up, and you can just go by distance, arrange them by distance, and then just ignore.
Oh, I see. All right.
Tallest is the best. I haven't flown. I have the tallest 340, but I don't have X-plane installed. I need to reinstall X-plane because, and you know, as much as I didn't care for X-plane in the past, it is getting better and better and better. So I'm willing to give it a shot. And I have the 340. I got the 330. I got so much money in X-plane, dude. It's not even funny, dude.
Evan says, "Are we good?" Montreal. I don't know what you mean by that. We're not going to Montreal. I never want to go there again. I'm loving 340. Seems like good. Relies of any. I don't know what that means, but yeah, 340 is really good. I'm liking it when I can use it.
Yeah, Evan. Like I said, I got to reinstall the X-plane. And try it out. Tallest actually sent me the 330 and 340. But I haven't tried them yet because when they sent it to me, I was gonna do it, but X-plane was giving me kind of like the same issues that Microsoft is giving you now. Like I couldn't run it for shit. Something, I don't know if it was my installation or something, but everything was messed up. Like the scenery was all fucked up. The other thing that irritates me about X-plane is the non-ease of use. You know, I'm so spoiled with Microsoft. All you gotta do is drag and drop shit in your community folder and you're good, right? When it comes to X-plane, it's a whole process, my dude. It's yeah. Bit much.
All right, I think we're finally working here.
I don't know what's going on. I don't see. Oh, I'm not even live. That's why. What the hell? Okay, now I'm live. I was like, I'm still watching your stream, and it says 45%. But now I wasn't even live yet.
Yeah, we're cooking finally, kind of. If you use, by the way, an A350 or the A330 MobiFlight profile, it works for the 340.
Yeah, well, the only problem with that is my Winwing stuff is on my cockpit build that I'm doing in the shop.
Oh, okay.
Full sim.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I don't have the Winwing stuff in front of me. I have my WingFlex stuff right here, which they haven't come out with the MobiFlight profiles yet for it. We'll see. But for a desktop solution, I do think the WingFlex is pretty damn good, man. It's a little smaller footprint. It's like 80% size.
That's not bad.
And it includes that little radio and TCAS panel instead of the right EFIS. I think it's a great idea, dude.
Yeah, they said they were going to send me stuff. They just never did.
Taking off runway 16 via deckers 30
That mic is so loud.
All stations, Zurich Tower's just come online.
Ooh, Zurich Tower's online. All right, well, I think we're going to be going in motion. It should be working. And I'll probably try that DLSS thing after. It didn't work for me the first time, but I'll probably try again.
Hey, give it a shot. See what happens, man. You can always revert back, you know? But yeah, right now I did that. I'm using obviously Razer Cortex, and I'm using Auto FPS as well.
Yeah, you have to use like a million things to make the sim work.
Well, I could, I could run it without it. I'm just trying to get the best performance that I can. You know what I'm saying? Especially because we stream, right? So as soon as you start talking on streaming and everything else, obviously your performance is going to degrade slightly. So I'm trying to get it to where it's running as smoothly as humanly possible. That way, I can still do my thing, you know?
Alright, well, I'll probably join back when the thing's over. You want to fly the return of this?
I'm on my way to Dublin right now.
Oh, you're
so
going to Dublin?
So I have about looks like about another 40 minutes or so before I land.
Okay. We're gonna be about 2 hours over there, and then if we do the return, another 2 hours back.
Alpha 5, request
Alright,
5,
I'll keep watching it, man.
By
See.
the
Cool,
4
cool,
whiskey
cool.
departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Oh, this guy's so loud.
Information hold.
Turn that off for a second. But anyways, guys, go check out CEC Gaming's channel, and we're gonna try to bring the stream back in some sort of emotion. And yeah, you just put a new review on the Winwing Ursa Minor throttles and flap spoilers, so go check that out. For all you Thrustmaster users, you might like it as well. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. All right, we'll catch up in about 2 hours.
All right, man. Appreciate the shout.
Later. All right, guys, we are back. Let's keep it going here. And there is tower online, so now we gotta get a clearance and all that great stuff.
Information hotel on board, requesting clearance to Lima Zulu Kilo Zulu.
2 stations at once.
I love the 340, but only buy short haul airplanes. I find long haul flights boring. Yeah, I don't do long hauls at all, busy. So just buy the airplane, do short haul with it. There's a lot of short flights you can do, 1 to 3 hour flights.
5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Cleared to Kuriche via Diggers 3 Whiskey, flight plan, climbing 5,000 and squawk 1,000, Edelweiss 5 Mike Foxtrot.
Advice 5 Mike Foxtrot, read back, correct. Air Portugal 7211 able, read.
We're gonna get a word in here eventually.
6701.
Squawk 6701, Air Portugal 271.
We'll have our squawk code ready to go.
And second station calling earlier, say again.
554 Zulu clearance, Ihnen bitte. Tour 662 radio check.
5-5.
Touristic 332, ZX Harry D 555. It'll be 5 Mike Foxtrot, standby. Air Portugal 2701, thank you, wind 220 degrees, 4 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28, Air Portugal 271.
Zero Tower Airways 404 requesting I for to Pristina, please.
Advice 404 Tower, hello, number 1, standby. Advice 5 Mike Foxtrot, sorry, I didn't get that, say again.
Alright, let's get the ATIS.
Advice 5 Mike Foxtrot, 6, squawk 1,000.
1,000, Edelweiss 5 Mike Foxtrot.
Departure's still runway 28, so that's going well.
1490, request for second.
Hotel, request clearance to Wien.
Austrian 554 Zulu.
Busy flying. If you don't like doing unrealistic flights, I mean, it's just a game, man. Get over that hump. You can do any flight you want, but the 340 does do a lot of short haul flights, railroad flights as well. This used to be a real 340 flight back then. It's not a 320, but.
Swiss 1490, there's traffic behind you, expect push in 1 minute.
Roger, Swiss 1490.
Busy, I have no idea. It's not a bad idea to give your stand, but I don't know. I know in North America we don't really do it.
3 for clearance, standby.
This guy's getting bombarded with clearances.
Advice 404, information hotel is correct. Runway 28, cleared Pristina via Diggers 3 Whiskey departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 6702.
Okay, cleared to Pristina. We're squawking 6702. Runway 28 to expect, and Diggers 1 X-ray for departure. Advice 404.
Advice 404, negative, Diggers 3 Whiskey departure.
Diggers 3 Whiskey departure. Advice 404. Thanks.
Advice 404, read back, correct.
Change my departure on me.
97
Alright,
short
let's do
information hotel and
67.
board requesting a for claims to hairline.
02. Transponder is transponding.
Tower, good.
Bring up Navograph again.
Number 3.
Zurich ground, tower, good day. Advice 290, request an for clearance.
Let's change it in here as well.
Plus 290, number 4 for clearance, standby. Air Portugal 271, nothing further, climb on Unicom, bye-bye.
Up to Unicom for Air Portugal 271. Thank you, take care.
Swiss correction, Austrian 554 Zulu information, India now current, runway 28 cleared Wien via Diggers 3 Whiskey departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Station India to Wien, Diggers 3
that.
Whiskey, runway 28, coming 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000, Austrian 554 Zulu.
Austrian 554 Zulu, read back,
Up
correct.
to 5,000. All 5,000 is set. We are ready for push.
Information India now, current runway 28. You are cleared Iraklion via Digis 3 Whiskey departure. Climb 5,000 feet, squawk 6703.
He's giving out 1670 something.
Alright, information India copied and runway
The Swiss
28
behind us
via
after this
Digis
guy's
3
pushed,
Whiskey
we can
departure,
request there. No point to request
5,000
now.
feet, Squawk 670 T, it'll reach at 97 Foxtrot.
At least 97 Foxtrot, read back, correct. Touristic 332, information India now, current runway 28. Cleared Iraklion via Digis 3 Whiskey departure. Climb 5,000
You're not
feet,
doing
squawk
PDCs, brother me,
6704.
brother man. They might. I guess they don't here. I'm not sure. If you're not on VATSIM, you can use sim rate / time compression on long haul flight. Yep, you can do that, busy.
Touristic 332 for the readback, please.
Because I'm from here and have. Oh, sorry, I read that one already.
Runway. What was runway again? Sorry.
28.
28, Digis 3 Whiskey departure.
Taking off runway 28 via the Digis 3 Whiskey departure. Initial climb 5,000, score 6704, touristic 322.
Touristic 332, read back.
I'm just trying to get a push clearance here, but it's quite busy.
0 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
28 cleared for takeoff, Italy 5 Mike Foxtrot.
Swiss 4 Tango Hotel, are you ready for taxi yet?
Affirmative, Swiss 4 Tango Hotel.
Lovely, taxi holding position Alpha 2 via November, Echo and Alpha.
November Echo Alpha, Alpha 2, correction, Swiss 4 Tango Hotel.
149 sir, for delay another 30 seconds.
Clearance to Frankfurt Main and Scott Code.
Sierra Romeo 003, Zurich Tower, hello, number 2.
If you're not on, sorry, that one. You can. Yeah, I read that one as well.
Tower 533.
All right, we're gonna lock in and get a call here. Stop reading comments.
Device 33, Zurich Tower, hello, you're number 3 for clearance, stand by.
The tower was 404, ready push stand, Bravo 35.
That is 404, push and start approved.
Push or approve device 404, thanks.
Tower Italy 97 Foxtrot.
Try GSX, probably not gonna work again.
Stand Echo 53.
Alright.
Ready for Alpha 3
Two stations at once there, speed rate 713 at first. You are number 4 for clearance, stand by. Second station calling, say again.
Italy 97 Foxtrot, ready for push and start, stand Echo 32.
That is 97 Foxtrot, push and
Let's
start
try
approved.
this again. It kind of screwed up last time.
Push
That's
start
not
approved,
good. I can't see.
Swiss 14990, push and start approved. Short pushback, please.
Push and start approved, short pushback for Swiss 1490.
Hey, Shaban, welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Stand Echo 42, aircraft stock Airbus A321neo with hotel on board. Request to pick up IFR clearance to Vienna.
Swiss 1582, number 5 for clearance. Device 290, information
This push is working better than before, that's for sure.
Via Debit for whiskey departure, climb 5,000.
Guy literally just stepped right over. Never mind, the push is not working now that well. We'll start at number 1.
Blocking the frequency.
Don't worry about this push, guys. This did it last time. Don't know why. I've stopped asking questions.
Lovely ATC.
There's a mess here today. Alright, above 10%, we can start number 2.
That'll be 5 Mike Foxtrot, nothing further climb on Unicom, bye-bye.
Edelweiss 5 Mike Foxtrot, over to Unicom. Wünsche noch schönen Abend.
Yep. So information hotel, there to Edinburgh by the...
We're slowly getting there. We'll start number 3.
For 290. That'll be 290. Hello, number... Yeah, you're still number 1 for clearance. You're in my queue. I won't forget about you. Sorry, just when people don't know how to use bats and frequencies, it's quite complicated to deal with. You are number 1. Now, information India current, runway 28, cleared Edinburgh via Vibbit for whiskey departure, climb to 5,000 feet, squawk 6714. 6714, to what before whiskey departure over 28 and 5 minutes in
GSX isn't working, Shabam. Looks like crew's drunk, yeah, they are.
Release 290 Roger, final level now amended 350, just confirm Vibbit for whiskey
Last
departure.
2 engines are coming up online.
For whiskey departure, yes, confirmed 290. Advice 290, read back is correct.
362, stand echo 26, ready for push start.
Touristic 332, push and start is approved, facing east.
Approved.
Push start approved, face east, touristic 332.
Direction Sierra Romeo 003. Information India is current. Runway 28.
Like this guy's
Cleared
voice.
Frankfurt via Digges Tree Whiskey departure. Climb to 5,000 feet. Squawk 1,000.
Okay, we're gonna nose up of 5 degrees. Nose up trim. This takes quite a while.
Swiss 4 Tango Hotel, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Runway 28, clear for takeoff, Swiss 4 Tango
APB
Hotel.
can get turned off. The master can be turned off.
003, select tower.
Auto brakes. Flap 1. Spoiler armed. Ignition back to norm.
Alright then, advice 3 information India current, runway 28, cleared Pristina via Digges 3 Whiskey departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 6712.
Runway 28, Veggie Whiskey departure, and climb 5,000, squawk 6712, where you advise me.
Advice 3 confirm Digges 3 Whiskey departure.
Digges 3 Whiskey departure for advice 3.
Advice 3 thank you, read back, correct.
Alright, Tom. Tower Airways 404, ready taxi 28.
Advice 404, stand by for the Swiss A320 ahead, I'll call you back.
Swiss 1490, request taxi.
Swiss 1490, wonderful. Taxi holding position Alpha 2 via Foxtrot, inner Kilo and Alpha.
This guy's voice is
Holding
awesome.
position Alpha 2 via Foxtrot, inner Kilo and Alpha, Swiss 1490.
Airways 404, taxi to holding position Alpha 2 via November, Echo and Alpha.
Holding point Alpha 2 via November, Echo, and Alpha. Airways 404, thanks.
Parking
brake is off. Taxi light on.
Climb to 5,000 feet, squawk 6710.
Can you repeat that? Could you repeat that for 713 you blocked?
Speedbird 713, runway 28, cleared Heathrow. Debit for Whiskey departure, climb to 5,000 feet, squawk 6710.
Clear to Heathrow via the Zedit for Whiskey departure, runway 28, climb 5,000 feet and squawk 6710 for Speedbird 713, thank you.
Speedbird 713, read back, correct. It'll be 67 Alpha Zurich Tower.
Device 67 heavy, visual runway 1 radar.
My tiller wasn't turning.
Good evening, Austin 566.
Alright, he's going to take the inner lane to the right. We're going to keep going straight towards Echo and take a right turn up there.
Stand by, break, it'll be 67 Alpha. I have you showing ILS runway 14, confirm.
Confirm ILS runway 14, Device 67 Alpha, heavy.
Advice 67 Alpha, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14 clear to land.
Runway 14 clear to land, Edelweiss 67 Alpha, heavy.
Good tower, Device
2
stations at once, Edelweiss 907 Foxtrot, taxi holding position Bravo 2 via Link 4 and Bravo.
Holding point Bravo 2 via Link 4 and Bravo, Edelweiss 97 Foxtrot.
Swiss 4 Tango Hotel, nothing further, climb on Unicom.
Unicom, General Big Massive Mall, Swiss 4 Tango Hotel.
In 554 Zulu, request push and start.
Austrian 554 Zulu, push and start approved.
Push start approved, Austrian 554
Alright, we're going to go from
Swiss 2 Echo Yankee Zurich.
Echo,
Swiss 2
which we're on right now, and then a right turn Alpha.
Number 2,
we'll be behind the Swiss.
You're static only, by the way. Check your mic.
Alright,
it's kind of chaos here. We're going to take off config. Is that in
Yes,
normal?
Romeo 003. I already gave you a clearance like 3 minutes ago. I said it multiple times. You're not responding. So
My sim auto update to sim update 4. Once the update comes out of beta, yes.
Runway 28 cleared Peen via Digges Tree Whiskey departure. Climb 5,000 feet. Squawk 1,000.
Clear to Wien, off runway 28, information India on board, Degas 3 Whiskey departure, initial 525,000, scope 1,000, please, correction 1582.
Swiss 1582, read back is correct.
This guy.
Sierra Romeo 003, you have to wait for me to finish a transmission. If I'm in the middle of speaking to another pilot, you can't step on and expect me to hear you. Now, read back is correct. Report ready for push and start.
Roger.
Tower, Advice 33, Bravo 43, ready to push start.
Advice 33, push and start approved short pushback.
Prepare for Advice.
Confirm short pushback.
Affirmative.
Is there any big differences? The performance is super on update 4.
Advice 354, Zurich Tower, redo 5 by 5.
354, danke, and info India clearance to Mykonos, please.
There is 354, number 2 for clearance.
Beautiful looking airplane.
Yankee proceeding traffic about to vacate, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, cleared to land. It'll be 9 ascent Foxtrot, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
28 clear for takeoff, it'll be 97 Foxtrot, thank you.
It'll be 67 Alpha, welcome to Zurich, taxi via Juliet, hold short of runway 28.
Taxi via Juliet, hold short runway 28, Advice 67 Alpha Heavy.
26322, ready to taxi, runway 28.
Touristic 332, looks like you're facing the wrong way, taxi holding point, correction. Make a left link 4, left on Bravo, hold short of
This
Juliet.
guy's getting pissed. Controller's showing a large amount of patience. Grace, yeah, man. Yeah, dominance is funny.
Oh, will you wait a second? Touristic 332, make a left link 4, left on Bravo, hold short of Juliet.
Oh.
Left on link 4, left on Bravo, hold short Juliet, touristic 222, great job on this.
Alright guys, let's not get distracted. We gotta be stopped Alpha 2.
Stand Echo 4 to request push and start.
Swiss 1582, tower, hello. Push and start approved, facing east.
Yeah, SU-4 will definitely fix your performance issues.
Swiss 1490, runway 28, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 28.
Classic FSX is insane.
Austrian 566, information India, current runway 28, cleared Wien via Degas 3 Whiskey departure, climb 5,000 feet,
Dom, you're getting cheesed over there, eh?
Cleared Vienna, Degas 3 Whiskey 5,000, and scope 1,000, Austrian 566, and we are ready for push.
Austrian 566, read back correct, traffic behind you blocking, pushback.
Don't need to fly, just VATSIM comms is entertaining enough, exactly.
Austrian 566.
Swiss 2 Echo Yankee, welcome to Zurich, taxi via Juliet, hold short of runway 28.
Tower, Advice 33, ready to taxi.
Advice 33, taxi holding position Alpha 2 via Echo and Alpha.
You're getting a lot of clips from this? Perfect.
Echo.
Make some good shorts out of them. If you don't, I will for sure.
Austrian 566, are you able to push back onto Foxtrot facing north?
The performance definitely isn't as good as normal right now, but that's because I've been doing a lot of uninstalling and reinstalling and doing a bunch of stuff here. Let's see if there's a departure in the air. There is not just a tower.
Austrian 566.
It'll be 907 Foxtrot, nothing further, climb on Unicom, bye-bye.
How to get some update for all of you, if you're on the Xbox version, you're going to want to install Xbox Insider and join up for the program there, and if you're on Steam you can just go to the properties and go to beta, sign up for the beta there.
Hold short of runway 28.
Here comes Alpha 2.
Hold short of runway 28, Advice 67 Alpha Heavy.
And Zurich ground tower 290, ready to push.
I'll just go back to early in the push with comms. Yeah.
Facing east on Delta 290. It'll be 354, information India, current runway 28, cleared to Mykonos via Degas 3 Whiskey departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 6717. Stand by.
No PC, Oliver? I don't think you can do it with no PC.
Swiss 1490, winds 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 28 clear for takeoff, Swiss 1490.
Advice 354 is Doch, Edelweiss 354 is clear to Mykonos, runway 28, Vegas 3 Whiskey, climb 5000, squawk 6717.
Edelweiss 354, read back, correct, thank you. Sierra Romeo 003, pushing start approved, fading east.
Let's put a terrain radar on, guys, because we're in a mountainous area here.
Facing east.
And 554 Zulu, request taxi.
Austrian 5540, hold position, call you back. Edelweiss 404, runway 28, line up and wait.
Line up, wait for runway 28, Edelweiss 404.
Edelweiss 67 Alpha, taxi to stand.
Okay, strobes on. We're not clear takeoff yet. Line light will stay
runway
off.
28, Echo and Mike.
TCAS can go on.
Taxi to stand Bravo 38 via runway
We're going to
28,
overshoot this
Echo and
turn,
Mike, Edelweiss
put this
67
taxi line to about here, and then we're going to start our turn.
Just 149 nothing further climb on a Unicom, choose.
Get the default package, Todd.
This is 25 November, ILF14.
This is 25 November, Tower Group, sea wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 14, clear to land.
Runway 14, clear to land, Swiss 25 November.
Speedbird 713, Echo 53, ready for push off.
Speedbird 713, hold position, expect to push in a couple minutes.
Roger.
Terry Tower, Guatemala, KLM 24 Papa, stand Alpha 42, information India is requesting IFA clearance to Wien.
KLM 24 Papa Tower, route, information India correct, runway 28 at Wien via Vegas 3 Whiskey departure, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Cleared Wien via Vegas 3 Whiskey at runway 28.
Alright, 28 is verified.
Initially
Airplane's
5,000
crossing
feet,
ahead.
1,000 KLM 24 Papa.
KLM 24 Papa, read that correct.
Tower, hello, Edelweiss 29 Yankee, Type A340, information India, request clearance Edinburgh, please.
29 Yankee, number 1 for clearance, standby. Edelweiss 67 Alpha, right turn now, Alpha, right onto Alpha.
Right onto Alpha, Edelweiss 67 Alpha. Heavy.
Edelweiss 67 Alpha, you're instructed to taxi via runway 28. Seems like you just crossed runway 28. Next time, don't hesitate to ask if you have a question or if you're unsure. For now, you can continue taxi stand Bravo 38 via Alpha, Echo and Mike.
Alright, once we get the clearance, guys, we're going to throw our landing light on.
Edelweiss 67 Alpha, heavy.
Edelweiss 404, wind 220 degrees, 3 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear takeoff, runway 28, Edelweiss 404, thanks. Alright, let's start our chrono. Ready to go, guys? Get your... Got him.
5, 8,
Set your flex emojis in chat. If you remember the channel, flex emojis in chat.
Charlie, Hotel, and Bravo.
Taxi holding position, Bravo 2, Charlie, Hotel,
Man flex, S-Rush runway, auto thrust is blue.
Austrian 554, Zulu, taxi via November and Foxtrot, hold short of inner.
November, Foxtrot, holding short of inner, Austrian 554, Zulu.
Austrian 566, also requesting taxi.
Austrian 566 behind the company, taxi via Foxtrot, hold short of inner.
Foxtrot,
rotate.
Behind the company, Austrian 566.
Edelweiss 33, runway 28, line up and wait.
You're up.
Line up and wait, Edelweiss. This is 2 Echo Yankee, taxi via Juliet and Alpha, hold short of Foxtrot, cross runway 28.
Autopilot 1. Well, I guess the autopilot took over.
2 Echo Yankee, taxi via Juliet and Alpha, hold short of Foxtrot, cross runway 28.
Hard to see these flight directors.
404, nothing further, climb on Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom 404, thanks for the service today.
Austrian 554.
Flap 0. Well, that was fun. He was a nice controller. You got a little, his patience was definitely being stretched. Yeah, the engine sounds, I think they defaulted themselves back to off because they're not really that loud. Let's check. Yeah, there we go. Still not the greatest, but better. seems to pitch up too fast, it seems. Yeah, it honestly, it's a very little bit amount of pitch, and this thing just goes. Oh, it looks amazing, doesn't it? I think it looks great. Beautiful looking airplane. I don't know if I like the skin too much.
Sorry, John 6 Bravo, we're descending now 5,000 feet, currently overhead Zurich, but left base for the ILS, localized at 1140.
Alright, let's keep on going higher. Right up to the cruise of 350. Climb? Thrust climb. I guess it's thrust climb. I said probably what the call actually is. Thank you for all the likes and subscriptions, guys, today. I appreciate you guys staying with me during all that setting problems. Yeah, man, the 4 engines on the wing are just beautiful. Look at that. We're gonna be flying back over Zurich Airport, which is right over there. We'll take a look down at the mess of all the traffic. I know it's how the plane handles, but when landing, the flight controls are very delayed. Yeah, yeah. Oliver, do you have time in this airplane, or like a 330 or something like that? But yeah, I find I come off the CRJ, so I don't know how any Airbus would feel, but it feels like it's pretty sensitive. Could be that way, maybe, not sure. I'm loving this airplane though. I'm not even an Airbus guy. Just instead? Yeah. Yeah, I would need someone to come over who, I have a buddy who flies the 320 and not 21, and he says, you know, they actually are very sensitive, and so I wouldn't be blown away, I guess. I was surprised when he told me that, but... my only gripes with this airplane are a little bit of the sounds don't sound that great, and then the other thing is the flight directors are so hard to see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pull for standard. And turn terrain off or visual. 013. Directly over Zurich. We're still speed limited to 210 there. You never found the A340? Oh, I think it's gorgeous airplane. Have you landed this? I have yesterday on stream. We went into Barcelona, and I did one into Kai Tak off stream, which went pretty well. There's 10,000 feet. We can go ahead and get our lights to the off position. Go and disarm our spoiler. Should have did that. I was just too busy looking at the airplane. Yeah, we'll go belts auto. There's Zurich Airport right there, where we just took off from. Every dad needs to pay for Boris Sounds to be. Yeah, man. Oh, Boris Sounds should definitely be the main sound guy. Is it AJ foot? Yeah, it seems that's my biggest gripe so far with it, which is not really a big problem, I guess. Tim Hortons just opened up nearby my house. Wanted to order some breakfast, but it's not accepting it. Right now, pain. Their farmer's market wrap is actually pretty good. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you with this for just a little bit. I'm going to quickly just go to the bathroom, and I will be right back. This took a long time to take off, but we finally got in the air. Alright guys, I am back. My A340 friend was impressed. One thing we found is if a SID ends in a vector and you don't have an approach loaded, the fuel calculator assumes you fly into oblivion, which is inaccurate apparently. That's funny. Yeah, the RJ does that in the sim as well. It has to be something that's baked into the sim, then they're probably using default sim code, and that's what that does probably. Not a SID, haven't had my Tim Hortons coffee. Oh, sorry, yeah. Many years ago when doing my PPL, me and my instructor used the old BA and Crane Bank full motion 747 sim. Kai-Tak Airport was a lot of fun before it was all abandoned now. Yeah, man. Yeah, it put a stop to a lot of things. I may or may not have forgotten my air brake and landed more than once. That's not good. A little bit of flickering going on. The LSS turned itself on. It did turn itself on. Explain to me how this is smoother now. Yeah, those sims are 20 mil. Yeah, I could believe it. Those sims are quite expensive. The RJ ones are 17 to 25, somewhere in there. You look at the clouds and the mountains and everything. Well, I'm gonna back this up so we have roughly the time we would have taken off at. Would have been around there if my sim worked. That's what's causing all this lag, was the DLSS being engaged with, because I have a set of a max frame. Now it's smooth as butter. Raid, welcome. How's flying the blow dryer? It's actually pretty good. I love this airplane so far, and we're not too heavy, so it's pretty powerful when we're not too heavy. We're getting, we're at Mach 0.75 almost at 1600 a minute. It's not doing too bad, and I'm really liking it. I'm actually considering converting my license to Europe or like South America and flying some sketchy airlines or something. But their new building was, with all the planes, pilot motion sims is pretty impressive. Yeah, the motion sims are pretty impressive. I honestly hate the motion. It doesn't really feel like it. It makes a lot of people sick, but as well. But it's a very impressive piece of software and hardware. Speaking of Tim Hortons, I'm still waiting to hear the results of the Timbits holder on the CRJ. What was that about again? I forgot what was that, like how many Timbits can fit in a cup holder or something? I completely forgot that conversation. Goff, who was a skipper on it, swore by the A340. He loved it. Dude, I'm loving this airplane. And I don't know, I've never flown obviously an Airbus, but in the sim, this is probably like the easiest airplane to land ever. It lands so nicely. And it's yeah, it's just a beautiful airplane. Look at that. The livery's not the greatest, in my opinion. I know I'll get, probably Johan won't like me saying that, but 2008 sims started popping up in shopping centers you can pay to use, really? That's the financial class after 2008. Most are all gone by 2012. I don't even remember that. I never had that here. That red nose is aggressive. Yeah, the red nose, sorry. Yeah. We're flying Ace of Ice. Yeah, so far the Iberia skin would look really good on this too. I like that one. A lot were not motion ones, but full 737 flight package software sim, but I think that they're bust. Yeah. They're probably, no, I mean, the market for that's going to be pretty small, right? Got about another hour and 20 minutes or so. Left on our flight here. TCAS target showing up. About 5,000 feet right there. So he's going like that, so we should be more than okay. I just realized my overlay didn't turn itself on. Let's refresh that. The sounds are drowning me out. Stand by. There you go. That should be better for you. Thanks for the subscription, guys. We got up to 10,080. Nerd Food just came in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much for that. If you guys got a membership from Nerd Food, be sure to say thank you. Give them a like. Thank you so much for that, Nerd Food. Appreciate all the support, all the likes, the subscriptions, and of course the memberships. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, big thanks to Nerd Food, guys. Thank you so much for that. I wonder why the flap pods are so big on these aircraft when they're not even there on the planes like a CRJ. We have pods. We're just pretty tiny. This one's also pretty big because this one's has to dump fuel as well, so. Yeah, just such a beautiful airplane. Well, we're level at 35,000. Probably have been for a while. Top of climb. Supposed to do it in 17 minutes. That's pretty... Oh, I'm probably checking a bit late, but we're supposed to be at 29... Oh, this is all in pounds. Yeah, I don't have that. Well, we're probably on fuel. Outer tank transfer. So this is where I'm going to do this. Ray, are you still here? A little bit of turbulence over here. Throw the belts on. Yeah, Raid, so we were having a chat earlier. Let me actually just one second. Let me turn my stove off. We were having a chat earlier about how you said that I was saying that's the 319 and 20. You said these pumps are off-on pumps, and in the 21 they're automatic pumps. And you said in the 1920 you do this in theory. Is that right? To turn the tanks off? Do you fly with that the whole flight? Someone came in here and said that they just throw them on at their company. I said it's probably just SOP based or something like that. Let's not touch that. There's no fuel intended to go off. Okay, cool. And the tank transfer as well, I assume. See, I knew I was remembering correctly. Let's go back to Belts Auto. Speaking of dumping fuel, how much thought goes into what you're over when dumping? I can't imagine raining that down anywhere. So most of the times the fuel will evaporate before it hits the ground anyways, but there's usually dumping zones that every area would have their own dumping zones. Air traffic control is aware of where you can dump, where you can't dump. So they'll vector you towards where you can. But even if you were to do it over land, it'll dissipate. Alright guys, I'm still here. I'm just gonna eat my little lunch thing here. But I'm still here if you guys ask any questions. Not really. I had these frozen Italian sausages in the freezer, so took them out about 2 hours ago and just fried them up. That's about it. guys, I am back. Any of you guys watching actually buy the 340 today? I've been flying it. Alright guys, we just have 1 hour left in our flight here. Gonna start looking up the weather shortly. Top descent's way out there at 360 miles plus. It's kind of funny the viewer count went down. We had so many watching during my troubleshooting, but now no one's watching. That's kind of funny. Yeah, flight looks like it's going pretty well. We had a DLSS on at the beginning, and that's what was causing all the lag. But now we're good to go. Yeah, maybe we'll start doing troubleshooting streams. Untapped niche. I think it's what it is, man. We had like 35 viewers sometime. People donating memberships. Like, I'm like, what? What a trash stream to donate and become a member with. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do it. We got traffic coming up here. It's quite far. Which the Winwing MCU work with a 330? I mean the 340 natively? Yeah. They'll probably come up with an update here shortly, I'd imagine. Nobody mapped to Latin VFRs? Maybe. You can try it. I know that I'm using the A350 multi-flight profile right now for the FCU, and that is working currently. I don't know why we went up to 39,000 feet. Let's see real quick if that was in the flight plan. Yes, it was. All right, cool. Yeah, it had auto step plan. That's kind of cool. Just did it by itself. I don't think the real one does that. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Oh, is someone who posted a profile in our Discord? Oh, it's the 320, 21, 30, and 30. Yeah. Well, I just made the FCU or the MCDU work. I'm using a A350 profile, and you can see I can type with it now. So now I have my FCU and my MCDU working, and I'm using the A350. The only problem is it's not like 100%, but it works pretty good. But then the screens don't show anything either. The screens are all off, but I can, you know, I can use the screens in the sim. Yeah, I think it is turned on, brother. I had to turn it off. I had turned it off yesterday, but I guess it didn't save. Yeah, I don't know about the three. I know that it probably does work. My 350 one works just fine. It's just, well, except for the screens being off, but I can control everything. That's bumpy at 20 grand. Appreciate all you guys hanging out and pressing the like button, subbing, all that great stuff. We gained about, I think, 6 subscribers today. Appreciate all you guys doing that. We're on the road to 1 million. Alright guys, let's start looking up into some arrival data. I'll bring Navigraph up for everybody. So we'll be landing into Pristina, which sounds like Pistina, which if you ever had Italian soup. Anyways, you got about 10,000 feet basically to work with for the most part. And we're using the 35. Let's go ahead and check the latest weather. 310, 4 knots. Sorry, I'm sharing something there. Anyways, 310, 14. No clouds. What's broken 35? Pretty much a VFR a day for the most part. A little bit of ceiling at 35, not too bad. In that case, we're going to plan the RNAV arrival into runway 35. We're flying south right now, southeast. We're flying this way to get there. So probably PR 720 can take us all the way around nicely into that. So let's go ahead and take a look down here. Press destination. And we'll press arrival. RNAV 35, approach via. It's not wanting to work. Maybe there is no vias. There we go. 720 will be our choice. That'll bring us all the way around town. We'll insert that. And I've never been here before, so we're going to go through together and verify that all this checks out. We're starting this arrival from... Let's see here. Let's see if Kutek is on this. Kutek. Probably starting from Aber, actually. Trying to find this arrival. I'm thinking this is the wrong one. Oh, I got rid of my star. We're supposed to take AB1 Delta. There you go, approach via. There's no vias. Okay. Sure, we'll do that. Should be a via. It's weird that I can't put the star in there after I put in a via, but whatever. We're gonna go via 720 because that makes the most sense for us today. Yeah, it deletes it. Alright. We'll erase that. We're gonna go with my original plan here. And we'll 720, 712, and 710, IPR 35, PR 702, FPR. Let's bring it back. Don't know if this airplane actually can do an RMP approach. We're going to find that out today. I hope it can. 720, 712, 710, IPR 35, and that brings us in for the arrival there. We're going to put terrain radar on it because it is a terrain area on the left-hand side, the west side. So that's all looking good in there. There's a missed approach. Awesome. Perf. Next phase. Next phase. Let's go ahead and pin that arrival. Let's go pristine weather. So we got 310 at 10 knots. Actually, at 14 knots. And a QNH of 1017. 11 degrees, pretty cold. And we have barrel minimum of LNAV VNAV class Charlie is 2063. We'll add a bit more to that. We'll call it 2113. We'll add 50 feet on top of that. Awesome. Make it 135, a little extra juice. Perfect. That's all been set up as well. So we're good on that. Let's just in case put the ILS frequency in there in case we need it. 1085. Okay, didn't like that. Let me do PRN. There we go. And a course of 351. Just in case we need it. It's there. Awesome. So that's been inputted in. So basically we're going to be going, let's go direct to 720. We can go ahead and do that now because there's no one here. Direct to 720. Direct to. That looks just like what we're going to do. Perfect. Awesome. So we're direct 720, and we'll be descending for that. It's a max of 250 knots at 6,600 feet, then a max at 230 at 712, max at 230, 66 at 710. Then we're starting the approach at PR 707, 3,900 feet, or 708 actually, 708 at 4,200 feet. Keep it on VNAV to 3,900 feet, and they'll do a VNAV track all the way down, 706, mandatory 3,500 and above, which is the glide path check, and then continuing on down to an MDA of 20. This is the ILS chart. We don't want you. Want that one. This makes more sense. Okay, direct 720, 712, these are all the same, 710s, and then IPR 35. Max of 210 knots, 4,300 feet. Let's just make sure that's in the box as well. 210, 4,300, then P702, still at 40. This has it at 3,500 for the next altitude. FPR 35 flap cross at 3,500. It has it a 3-degree slope, so that should work out quite okay. All constraint 35, yep. And then we're inbound towards runway 35. Do a rough of 135. And then a missed approach is up towards P802. Then a right turn, max at 230 towards P720. Then hold it as ATC instructions will hold left. So it's a non-standard hold. Alrighty, looks like a direct entry hold as well if needed. And we go back to 720 to start the approach again. Cool. That'll be it. We'll do, it's be an RMP runway 35 with LNAV VNAV. Page 12-2. This chart is 2nd of December 2022. RNAV. We have an RNF approach, final approach to 351. Glide path check is FPR 35 at 3,500 feet. And we're using LNAV VNAV. The MDA of 2113 is set left and everybody else. The MSA is based in the airport. And on the south side of that, it's 10,800 is the high sector, and the rest are, we'll call it 7,000. We'll just use 10,008. We discussed the missed approach for minimums based on missed approach climb gradients of 3% or 2.5. See RMP runway mins. 7,200 within 10 miles. Protected up to 14,000 feet. Okay. So this is the this is one of the rare cases that I will use a fixed page. I don't use them too many times, but we're gonna put BKPR fix reference 10 miles. I didn't like that. Is that the right thing? BKPR? Yeah, it should have worked. BKPR. Okay, 10 mile. And within 10 miles, we know we're good within 7,700 or 7,200 feet up to 10,000 feet. Awesome. 3-degree slope. Pappies on the left. We will have pappies. And then we're going to exit to the left, most likely on Romeo 1 or Echo. And we'll have enough fuel, enough for a missed approach and another attempt at it if we miss, and then it's off to the alternate. That's about it. Confidence set is coming up shortly. Go ahead and set this to set it to 7,000 for the start, and then we'll adjust it later on. And now we wait. Alright guys, just coming up on top of descent now. Still about 40 miles to go or so. I'm gonna try CST's little trick after with the LSS, see if it'll work again. It didn't work for me last time, but we can always try again. Okay, not a sim crash, this is just top of descent, which I turned off the other day. I guess this isn't saved from livery to livery. Oh, that time right there, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's where that is, okay. Nice and up there. Alright, let's press our descend button. Check approach selection MDA. That's correct. So we're gonna do 20 just for the climb gradient. We'll do 2240. There we go. It's visual down there anyways, so should be more than fine. There's ATC everywhere except where I'm going, as usual. Actually, go down to 9,000 k's of terrain at the from this direction, and we'll call it a day there. A little bit of bumpy down here. Let's go into with the seatbelts on. Remember me, Finn? My name is Finn, if you remembered. Oh yeah, for sure. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Did you buy the A340 by chance? Let's do a quick landing calculation. And we will sync from the FMS. We will sync the weather and we shall calculate it. Let's switch it to feet because I don't speak that. And last is available. We got 10,013. We're using 6,000 of it. Let's do medium brakes. That's better. I like that number better. Let's go medium brake on the auto brake. Let's click in the gear. That's been set up nicely for us. Awesome. We can use the spoiler. Or on the V path. We're using M&M Simulations, I believe is the name. Pristina. What a gorgeous looking airplane. I wonder what this airplane would look like without the winglets on it. I'm doing good. I did get to because of school. Sorry, I don't know what you mean there. Let's start flight recorder, guys. So we have it for the landing. I'm gonna go ahead and lock my office chair wheels so I can use my rudder if necessary. I'll give them the 2 chimes now. We're descending quite quickly on down. Oh, you didn't get it because it's cool? Okay, cool, cool. No worries. Well, if you do get it, I think you'll enjoy it. It's quite a good airplane, actually. I've been enjoying my time with it, at least. Alright, we're over the terrain that I was concerned with, so we can keep it, actually we're going to keep it at 9,000. The terrain is still at 8 right there. That's the highest in the pitch. Let's go down here. Okay. I'm getting some flickering going on again. I'll try to get it. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I think you will enjoy it. I don't know what that flickering is caused by, man. People are having it as well, other than me. I'll set 6,600 as the lowest. Dr. Welcome, good day. How do you feel? How do you like the A340 so far? I'm loving it, man. Does everything I need it to do. Coming into some clouds here. Temperature is still 11 degrees, which is weird because that's what the ground's supposed to be, but we'll probably cold up as we get slower. That's interesting. When I look towards the airport, it starts to flicker. I look away from the airport, the flicker goes away. I think we figured it out, guys. Flicker? No flicker. Flicker? Interesting. We're right over the airport. And airports is what's been causing the flickering for me. Going straight in, 14 knots headwind, very nice. Uh-oh. Airport is heavy. On performance, that's okay. Alright, we're gonna do open to set, full spoiler. $250 on the speed. Actually, we'll leave it in manage to set. But we'll keep it coming down. Manage speed as well. And we'll go and rearm those. How long do they take to retract? You know what we need? Move to EXPO. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yep, getting all the flickers now. I wonder. It seems like it's a shadow thing. I wonder if I can. Oh, that turned itself off. Let's turn that back on. That's still flickering. Coming up on 10,000, let's go ahead and get our landing lights on. Pistina traffic, it's Edelweiss 404 commencing the RNAV runway 35 via Papa Romeo 720, Pistrina. Okay, let's get the cameras on. Guess put your landing rate guesses in the chat. Airplane is pretty easy to butter, actually, once you get used to how delayed everything is. Alright, we're going to push 17, and 17 for the standby. $187, solid. 7 degrees in here now. Let's go ahead and throw our anti-ice on. Should have had it from before. Throw it all on. Surprised the bus doesn't do auto anti-ice. It probably does. I don't know. I just do RJ stuff and call it a day. Let's go ahead and press approach mode. Well, I loaded a RNAV. I guess yeah, you should be able to use yeah, we got the vertical deviation bar. It should say final approach. Or might be a little far. Let me unarm it. I'm also going to go delete the ILS in there. Approach. There we go. Approach nav. That's what I was looking for. We're going to lower the altitude down to all constraint. Check. Approach nav, all constraint speed. Gonna lower it to 3,500 actually. There we go. Speed, descent, approach nav. High terrain on the left hand side. If we go miss it straight to the right. Werewolf, welcome on the vertical stream. RJs are indeed cool. Yeah. Basically descending into this little valley. Evan was saying the airport's hard on performance, so hopefully we don't get too bad. We're below the weather anyways, so we have visual with all the terrain. We've chosen the higher MDA because we cannot meet the climb gradient required for the lower one. And it's visual anyways, so whatever. It's ridiculously hard to see that flight director. Oh, that's the PF, that's the ND I'm doing. There we go, it's a little better, I guess. Alright, recording started. Visual. Check visual at the runway on the right hand side. There'll be a visual landing. I'm gonna turn the vertical stream. I'll leave the vertical stream on. Why not? No one's. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna go flap 1. All constraint.
2000.
Check. Glide path alive. So many flickers. Oh, this is driving me insane. Why can't this sim just work? Final approach. 6,600 feet set for the mist. Final approach captured. Gear down. Flap 2. Yeah, we're getting a lot of flickering near the airport. It's definitely the airport. It's the airports that do the flickering. Hen is your next IRL flight. What does that mean, VSATH? Flap 3. Pappy's are showing all reds. This is M&M Simulations Pastrina, by the way. Also, FO Ryor dampening on your stick is at the max. Also, when dampening, no, it's I don't know about max. It's I kind of just set what my buddy said. My buddy flies the 320. I forget what it was. Probably somewhere in the middle, to be honest. All right, let's hand fly this thing a little bit. I think we're gonna go based off the. There's full flaps. I think we're gonna go based off of the glide path. The Pappies are not saying anything great, so getting tons of flickering. This airplane hand flies very well, though. Let me just do this, and maybe it'll stop the flicker. It's definitely a frame gen thing that's it's doing it. It's definitely DLSS related. I think it's bugged in this current version. What's good? Hey, howdy. What's going on, my friend? We're flying the A340, just landing out into Bashina. I'm getting tons of flickers in the update beta, unfortunately. We're using the Ursa Minor joystick from Winwing and the Ursa Minor throttles from Winwing as well.
500.
Check stable.
100 above.
I don't know if these pappies are working correctly, but
400.
we'll go with it.
Minimum.
Landing.
300.
Correcting for the wind here. Oh, my camera just fell.
70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 tard, 10.
Idle reverse. Should hold the nose up a little bit longer. Manual braking. Dude, the 340 is awesome, yeah. You'll like it. You will like it. Gonna stop the recording. And let's go straight to a replay, guys. Wow, applaud. Dude, this airplane lands so nicely. It's honestly just makes me look good.
1,560.
Yeah, definitely starting to get some lag now. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to try something. I'm going to turn off frame gen. Turn off max frame. Turn off VSync as well. I'm going to turn it back on and then turn that back on. 40 gives me 80. Beautiful approach. Beautiful landing. This airplane lands so well. All you gotta do is keep 3 degrees at 20 feet, give yourself about 2 pumps of nose up, and then idle thrust as well. Yeah, then I didn't hold the nose up or off long enough. I should have held the nose off. Now let me get rid of the spoilers. Thanks, Raid. Yeah, this airplane flies so well. It flies a little too good. Like, it might be a little on rails, I'm not sure. I've never flown 340, but it flies ridiculously well. I didn't do the rest of the lights, did I? I always forget those things. And I left my anti-ice on. I have my hand on, or my head on. Why the hell is the sim flickering at this point? But that's about it, guys. We're going to wrap this up. I'm going to do some more settings and see if I can get the sim to stop flickering and doing all this weird stuff and stay consistent. But I appreciate all you guys staying here and watching. We will do a few replays, and then we're going to call it about there. Should probably disconnect from VATSIM. That's probably... Oh, I did already. Okay, good. Thank you to all the people who subscribed. Thank you to the people that donated as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not the straightest of runways. Oh yeah, the reverses are really cool. Yeah, I should have held that nose up a bit longer. That nose does fall quite quickly. I'll keep that in mind for next time. It's kind of unnatural, really. Unnaturally quickly. Yeah. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful airplane to land. It feels so well. Sitting in Frankfurt waiting to get a word in. Yeah, have fun with that one. Let's do the only view. This, I'm known for this view. This is what I'm famous for. Those pappies don't work at the scenery at all.
100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20 tower, 10.
Or they do, but they're configured incorrectly. Anyways, guys, we're going to end the replay there. I'll do one more for you, and then we're going to call it. Just do this. The game is just getting worse and worse and worse on performance right now. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. We will be in the 340 again, probably on our next stream. We are still planning our 10K giveaway stream. I'm just getting in contact with some companies to send all the gifts so we can give away. We will be doing that. So I really appreciate all you guys stopping by. Thank you to the channel members, the channel partners.